It's something that has been right in front of us, staring us in the face, a truth so powerful, so unsettling, that most men are too afraid to even consider it. But over 230 years ago, a man named Arthur Schopenhauer did exactly that. He revealed the uncomfortable, raw reality about women that many are still refusing to accept today. What if everything you've been taught about love, relationships, and what women want is completely wrong? What if from the very beginning, the game was rigged? By the end of this video, you'll understand why men continue to suffer heartbreak, rejection, and disappointment, and why it's not entirely their fault. Stay with me, because the truth I'm about to share is going to change how you view the opposite sex forever. Schopenhauer was no dreamer. He wasn't out to protect anyone's feelings. Instead, he had a brutally honest view of human nature, one that included the uncomfortable reality about women and how they're wired. He didn't see women as the fairy tale princesses or soulful companions that modern society promotes. To him, women were part of a much bigger, much harsher picture. A picture where nature and biology reign supreme, and emotions come second. Schopenhauer boldly stated that what men often experience as love isn't love at all. It's simply the result of evolutionary biology designed to ensure reproduction. Yes, you heard that right. All the butterflies, the affection, the promises of forever, it's all part of a biological mechanism. It's not your heart leading the way, it's your DNA. But why is this important? Because it explains why things go wrong over and over again. Think about it. How many times have you been with a woman, giving everything you've got, only to watch her walk away when the chemistry fades? Or maybe you felt completely captivated by her, only for her interest to quickly vanish after securing what she wants. This isn't a coincidence. It's nature at work, and Schopenhauer saw it for what it was, a cold, calculated system designed to ensure survival and reproduction. Nothing more, nothing less. But it's not just men who fall victim to this cycle. Women too are subject to these same biological forces. The difference is that they're not always conscious of it, and neither are you. The way Schopenhauer saw it, women are driven by evolutionary instincts that prioritize security and genetic superiority. They're looking for a mate who can provide safety, resources, and protection, not necessarily someone who loves them unconditionally. This isn't to say that women are inherently manipulative or malicious. It's simply how nature has wired them. And this fact is crucial for men to understand, because it means that your emotional investments, your loyalty, your kindness, won't necessarily secure you a place in a woman's heart. What you need to understand is what actually does keep her interest, and it's not just about being nice. Schopenhauer's observations go even deeper. He noted that women are often not driven by the same emotional or intellectual connection that men crave. Instead, they seek security, power, and dominance. And let's be clear, I'm not talking about brute force or physical strength, but a man who has control over his own life, his finances, his career, his confidence. A man who can stand firm in his values and provide a sense of safety and stability. When a man chases after love, sacrifices for it, or even compromises who he is to fit her ideal, he is simply playing into her biological instinct. He's not attracting her for who he truly is, but rather for what he can offer in terms of resources and survival advantages. And that's when the whole nice guy narrative falls apart. The nice guy never gets the girl because he's not perceived as a source of strength. He's seen as a provider, yes, but not as someone who commands respect. Men who bend over backwards to prove their worth will often find themselves emotionally drained and unfulfilled, because they're not playing the right game. Women biologically aren't attracted to devotion or kindness in the same way men are. They're attracted to a man who knows his value and doesn't apologize for it. This truth is not meant to make you cynical about women, but it should make you aware of the biological forces at play. Schopenhauer didn't paint women as villains. He simply understood that the dynamics of attraction are not based on mutual love, but on survival instincts. The man who understands this can play the game in a way that benefits him, without falling victim to empty emotional cycles. This is why so many relationships fall apart after the honeymoon phase. The passion that starts a relationship is driven by the body's biological imperative, not by any deep emotional connection. The moment that biological function is fulfilled, love begins to fade. This is why women often leave once they've secured a man, or worse, once they've had children. the evolutionary purpose has been accomplished. Schopenhauer also observed that men who give everything, time, attention, energy, in the hopes of winning love are often left bewildered when it isn't reciprocated. This is because women aren't drawn to men who need validation or affection. They're drawn to men who already have what they need and are independent. The man who can walk away from a relationship who is whole and secure in himself will always be the one most attractive to women. But what does this mean for you? It means that the sooner you stop seeking validation from women, the sooner you'll attract the kind of woman who respects you for who you are, not for what you give. Schopenhauer's message is simple. Stop chasing love, start chasing self-mastery. Once you control your own life, your own power and your own happiness, the world will follow. By understanding Schopenhauer's view of female nature, you're not condemning women, you're simply taking control of your own destiny. Women, like all humans, are driven by biology, not by reason. The more you try to bend yourself to their will, the more you're sacrificing your power. But when you embrace your own value and stop chasing after approval, that's when you become truly irresistible. Schopenhauer's truth isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. The world operates on laws beyond your control, but once you understand them, you can navigate them in a way that serves you, and not the other way around. So the next time you find yourself chasing after a woman's affection, remember, love isn't the end game. Power, confidence, and self-mastery are the keys to unlocking the kind of relationship you truly deserve.